Good morning, everybody. It is time for our next science lesson. Now, today's science lesson is going to be a little bit different than our normal science lessons. And what I'm going to get you to do is I have linked 4 different YouTube videos, all done by the same person, about the sun, which I put this lovely image of the sun up here, the moon, the stars, and the constellations. And what I would like you to do is in your, where will we do it? In your writing journal, you will find a blank page. You're going to split it into 4. So sort of like how I've done here, you're going to write the sun, the moon, the stars, and the constellations. You're going to divide your page into 4 different squares. Might be hard to see, but I've done it here in my book. And you're going to watch the videos, and then you're going to write down some notes about what you learned about each one of these things. So when you watch the sun video, you're going to have your sun section ready to go, and you're going to write down a couple points about what you've learned about the sun. For example, I will just write down 1 point for each just to give you an idea of what I'm looking for, but I'm hoping that you'll have at least 2 or 3 ideas that you learned, 2 or 3 things that you learned from each video underneath your titles. So for the sun, when I watch my video, I'm going to write down 2 or 3 things that I learned. So one of the things I might learn while I'm watching the video is that the sun is a star, and it's the closest one to Earth. So I would write down, it is a star, it is the closest one to Earth. All right? There's an example for our sun. Now when I move on, let me just show you a cool picture of the moon. The moon, I really like the moon. I think the moon's really cool. The moon comes out at night. Sometimes we can see it during the day. The moon has lots of craters, which are these spots you see all over it. So that might be something I learn when I watch the video, is that the moon is a big rock with lots of craters. All right, remember you're going to write down 2 or 3 ideas from the video that you watch about the moon. Then you're going to go to the star video, making sure you still have your journal ready. Here are some stars here. We've got one bigger one that looks almost like a bit of a star shape. It has those points, but really they are round, just like the picture of the sun I showed you. Stars and sun, they're the same thing. The sun is just closest to us, providing us with heated energy. Stars are farther away, and they look like they twinkle as the light comes through the atmosphere towards us. So we've got little ones, we've got one that's a bit closer, that's a bit brighter. So something maybe I learned about a star is that stars, they don't twinkle. It just looks like it as the light comes through the atmosphere. All right, so I wrote for stars that they don't twinkle. It just looks like that as the light comes through the atmosphere. And the atmosphere is all of the air and stuff around us on Earth that we can't actually see. And it's sort of like a protective barrier to the Earth. That is our atmosphere. So all the air, oxygen, and everything in the air, that makes up our atmosphere. Then I write about my stars. Then you're going to go to the constellation video. Constellations are groupings of stars that make a picture or a shape. Let me show you a picture of one that we can commonly see here in BC. And that is the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper. So we have the Big Dipper down here and the Little Dipper up here. You can find each other by using the end of this one lines up the handle of that one, and that is the North Star up there. So these are two different constellations. So something you might write about is that constellations, you might just write what they are. Constellations are a group of stars that make a picture. The Big Dipper and the Little Dipper are two nice examples that we can see normally in our night sky here in BC and here in Logan Lake and in Kamloops. Big Dipper, Little Dipper. So that is your task for today. Now it is quite a big one, so take your time. We only have science once a week, so this doesn't have to be done today. Spread it out, maybe do one each day for the next 4 days. Just take your time, because I'd really like to see some good work to sum up what we have learned about our objects in the sky. We have already learned about the sun. You could write about what you have already learned about the sun, that you know that it rises and sets, and it's the Earth's rotation that makes the sun look like it rises and sets, all right? So you write about what you know about each of these things, and I've provided links to videos that will help you learn a little bit more. They're really fun videos. I enjoy watching them, so I hope that you do too. And remember, take your time, write neatly. I would love to see some images of a sun, a moon, a star, and a constellation if you would like, and I cannot wait to see your hard work in this project. I will see you in the next science video. Have a wonderful week.